Okay, we will go ahead and get started here. My name is Jamie Staten, and I'm the Family Engagement Specialist here at TRECA. We are recording this session for anyone that wants to go back and review the information, and for those people that were not able to attend the live session. So we will have time for questions and answers throughout the session. You will want to keep your microphone muted when you're not speaking. That way we don't get a bunch of static and feedback. But when you do want to ask a question, you can unmute your microphone, or you can put the question in the chat box, whichever you're more comfortable with. So today we have a couple of different topics that we're talking about. And our counseling department is going to help walk us through these topics. We're going to be talking about what are graduation seals, how to meet the requirements for each seal, and how to track your graduation seals. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it over now to our counselors, and they will get us started on this.
Hi, everybody. I'm Miss Rollins, and I am the high school counselor for students with the last names D-O through K. So in order to graduate, students must complete the following requirements. Students must meet credit requirements, they must demonstrate competency, and they must demonstrate readiness, which we will explain in the next slides. So for credits, all students must earn they must earn 20 credits. 4 come from English, 4 math, 3 science, 3 social studies, and then you have 1 credit with health and PE. And then electives are broken down. You have a half credit of financial literacy, 1 credit of fine art, which is usually 2 courses, and then 3.5 credits of electives. In order to demonstrate competency, students must score at least a 684 on both the English 2 and Algebra 1 state exams. If a student doesn't score that 684 in one or both of those areas, there are options to use as an alternative pathway to meet demonstrating competency. You have to attempt the Algebra 1 and the English 2 end of course exams at least twice in order to use one of the alternative pathways. And those are something you would want to talk to your counselor about, whether it's the military enlistment, your CCP courses if you're enrolled in those, career pathways, and then there's also an ACT pathway. But again, you would definitely want to ask your counselor about that if you're not hitting the 684. And then demonstrating readiness. So Ohio requires students to earn 2 graduation seals, at least 2. 1 must be state defined. And we have 12 different options, and those will be explained next.
All right, excellent. Hi, everyone. I'm Jennifer Haberman-Bolin, and I'm TRECA's Career and College Specialist. And so we are going to just give the overview of the possible graduation seals, and then we're going to talk about each one individually. So the first box lists the state-defined diploma seals. So these seals are the ones that the Ohio Department of Education has defined the criteria that a student must meet in order to earn these seals. And so those include the Ohio Means Jobs Readiness Seal, the State Seal of Biliteracy, Industry Recognized Credentials Seal, College Ready Seal, Military Enlistment, Citizenship, Science, Honors Diploma, and the Technology Seal. There are 3 seals that are locally defined seals. That's where the Ohio Department of Education has given schools a little bit of flexibility about the criteria that a student must meet to earn these seals. And these include the Community Service Seal, Fine and Performing Arts Seal, and the Student Engagement Seal. It's really important. I want to hop on what Ms. Rollins said, that at least one of the graduation seals that a student must earn has to be one of the state-defined seals. Next slide, please. Okay, so the first state-defined seal we're going to talk about is College Readiness Seal. So you would earn this seal by earning remediation-free scores on either the ACT or the SAT. So if you look here, the ACT remediation-free scores, you would need to reach these scores in each of these subsections. So you would need an 18 or higher for English, a 22 or higher for reading, and a 22 or higher for math. For the SAT, you would need for reading and writing 480 or higher and 530 or higher for math. If you are a junior, an 11th grade junior, you will have one chance through TRECA to take the ACT. That's generally the end of winter, beginning of spring. You'll start getting a lot of information about that ACT. You also can take the ACT on your own. Based on your family income, you may be eligible for an ACT waiver. If you think you might be and you want to sign up for the ACT on your own, please feel free to reach out to your school counselor or myself, and we can look to see if you're eligible for that waiver. All right, the next state-defined seal is the Ohio Means Jobs Readiness Seal. In order to earn this seal, you must either be working or volunteering or have a work history or a volunteer history. So you would earn this seal by showing proficiency in 15 different skill areas. And the skill areas are all soft skill areas that employers are really looking for their employees, such as punctuality, work ethic, communication, digital technology. You would identify 2 mentors, one either through your work or your place of volunteering, and then school, either your advisor or school counselor would be able to help you out. And then you would complete the form, which is listed, where you would give examples of how you are proficient in each of the skill areas. And then either your work or school mentor would also confirm what they see. Military enlistment is the next state-defined seal. There's 2 different ways that you could earn this one. The first one would be if you have enlisted in the military, you would want to hand in copies of those enlistment papers to your school counselor, just showing that you indeed did enlist. Or if you have participated in JROTC through maybe a previous school that you attended before coming to TRECA, you could also earn the seal that way. Industry recognized credential seal. So you earn this by attending a program or taking a pathway where you can earn different credentials in a job considered in demand. So if you are attending a career center, for example, chances are the different program lab pathways that you're taking at the career center has industry recognized credentials attached to them. That as long as you earn the 12 point in one pathway, you would be able to earn this seal. TRECA has recently started offering a couple different pathways. So if this is something that you think you might want to explore further, you can reach out to your school counselor or myself, and we can give you more information on our pathways through TRECA. All right, and I'll hand it over to Ms. Mayer.
Hi, I'm Miss Mayer. I work with students with the last names RU through C. For another state-defined seal, we have the science seal. Students can earn the science seal by earning a 700 or higher on their biology end of course exam, or earning a final grade of a B or higher in 1 unit of advanced science. The courses we offer for advanced science are environmental science, chemistry, physics, or zoology. Or by earning a B or higher in a college credit plus science course. And then another state-defined seal is the citizenship seal. Students can earn this seal by earning a 700 score or higher on their American history end of course exam and their American government end of course exam, or by earning a B or higher on their American history, or by earning a B or higher as a final grade in their American history course or their American government course, or by earning a B or higher in an American history college credit plus course, or a B or higher in an American government college credit plus course. So to earn the seal, you need to do that for both American history and American government, and you can do a combination of the two by the EOC score or by that final grade of a B or above. Another state-defined seal is the seal of biliteracy. For this, students need to demonstrate proficiency requirements on assessments in English and world language. This seal can be earned during your 11th and 12th grade year. So students will need to earn that score of a 700 or higher on the English 2 end of course exam, or earn a remediation-free score on the English and writing sections of the ACT or SAT only on those writing sections, or earn a score of proficient or higher on the 9 through 12 Ohio English Language Proficiency Assessment, and then attain a score of immediate high or higher in the comprehension, speaking, reading, and writing of the foreign language assessment approved by ODE. So if you're interested in earning the seal, please reach out to your school counselor or your foreign language teacher. And then to earn the honor seal, students will have to also earn the honors diploma. To earn the honors diploma, students will need to meet all of the following criteria on the right besides one. So if they meet all of those besides one, they can earn the honors diploma. For this, students will need 4 units of math. So basically, Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, and then 1 higher level math course, which here we offer advanced math or consumer math, or a CCP course would qualify as well. And then 4 units of science, including 2 units of advanced science. So again, those advanced science courses are environmental science, zoology, chemistry, and physics. 4 units of social studies, and then a cumulative GPA of a 3.5 on a 4.0 scale. Can also do this by the SAT and SAT scores. If you score a composite score of a 27 or higher on the ACT, or score a 1280 or higher on the SAT, and then the ACT writing and SAT writing essay sections are not included in that. Also, 1 credit worth of a fine arts. For the foreign language, you would have to do 3 credits of 1 foreign language. So Spanish 1, Spanish 2, Spanish 3, or 2 of different foreign languages. So that would be, Spanish 1, Spanish 2, French 1, French 2. If you're interested in earning the honors diploma, please reach out to your school counselor and we can help you with that. I will turn it over to Mrs. Ballinger.
Thanks, Mrs. Mayer. This is Mrs. Ballinger, and I work with students whose last names begin with the letters L through RO. For our next state-defined seal is the technology seal. There are 2 pathways for this. To earn Ohio Technology Seal, students must satisfy one of the requirements below. Earn a score equivalent to proficient on an appropriate advanced placement or IB test, or earn a B or higher in the appropriate CCP technology course, or earn a C or higher in a TRECA technology course pathway that meets criteria established by ODE. Most of our students who do the technology seal, they're going to be working on number 3 here. So the pathway 1 would be to take a course that we have. It's called computer software. It's worth 1 credit. You need to take a web exam, and then you would need to do a final project. The final project isn't a huge deal. You're not rewiring somebody's server or anything. It's just basically talking about some of the things that you learned in your class. So we do have some students that do that. There's also a pathway 2. It's basically the same thing. It's just you choose different classes. Instead of the computer software class for 1 credit, if you're more interested in web programming and animation and games, then you would just take those 2 half-credit classes and then do the final project that talks about kind of what you learned and take the web exam. So that's a technology seal. If you think that's something that you would like to try for, obviously talk to your counselor. Okay, that was the last state-defined seal. So one of your seals, one of your 2 graduation seals that you earn for graduation has to be one of those seals that we already talked about. And then if you want, you can choose one of these locally defined seals for your second seal. The first one I'll talk about is the Student Engagement Seal. Students will complete 2 years of participation in athletics or clubs or 4-H, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts. There are all kinds of clubs out there, so don't think this is an exhaustive list. If there's something that you're really involved in, reach out to us and we'll see if it qualifies for this seal. Talk to us as soon as possible about it. Students pursuing the seal must have a plan pre-approved by their school counselor. The plan will describe what the student will do for seal fulfillment and where the student is participating. Students will be required to attend, participate in at least 80% of the activities or meetings per year. And then we'll need a signature from someone at the organization approving the participation. Students will complete a final project summarizing their participation in extracurricular organization. Examples of final projects can include video recording, slide presentation, or paper submission. So this would be a great seal for someone who, you're like, I don't have time to do all these other things because I'm so involved in, I don't know, football, or so involved in art clubs or Boy Scouts or what have you. All of those things that you do in your free time, you can think about all of those things and we can see if perhaps you could get the student engagement seal for them. The next locally defined seal is community service. This would be like volunteer service. Students will complete 80 hours of community service. Students can complete hours in 1 year or by completing hours over multiple years in high school. Hours must be completed by May 1st of the student's senior year of high school. So it doesn't have to all be in 1 year. It can be over the course of several years. A student pursuing this seal must have a plan pre-approved by the student pathway coordinator. To earn this seal, students must complete the following: pre-approved plan, 80-hour log, supervisor evaluation form, and a final project. So those of you that are working maybe in like, I don't know, a shelter or a food kitchen, different things for community service. Maybe you had to do some community service at another school for your government class. If you think you might qualify for that, then let us know and we'll look into that for you, the community service seal. The Fine and Performing Arts seal. Personally, I've had several students earn this seal. There are 2 pathways to earn the Fine and Performing Arts seal. A combination of pathway 1 and 2 may be considered with approval by your school counselor. Pathway 1, the requirements are students will earn 2 credits in art curriculum through transfer credit, CCP, independent study, or check of coursework. Students will complete a final project summarizing their participation, experiences, and what they learned from the opportunity. So that would be, you would just take at least 2 credits of fine arts, and that can be visual arts, it could be theater, dance, choir, band, all of those are fine arts. Pathway 2, the requirements are students will complete 2 years of participation in dance, community theater, music lessons. Other considerations will be considered upon request. The student pursuing this seal must have a plan pre-approved by their school counselor. This meets requirements for this pathway. Students must include a pre-approved plan, hours participation, final project, and a seal validation form. So basically the difference between these pathways are pathway 2 would be, say you're a dancer or an actor, and you have a lot of performances. Pathway 1 is more for just the classes that you would take, and both of them require a final project. So if this is you, reach out and we'll see if we can help you fulfill these requirements to earn the Fine and Performing Arts seal. And I don't remember who's next. Let me see here. Miss Barney.
Hi, I'm Miss Barney. Now that we've talked about what is required to graduate, let's talk about where you stand towards meeting those requirements. So in the Evolve Parent Portal, you have access to all of this information where you stand towards credit requirements, testing, and what graduation seals you've earned. This URL here is available to access the Evolve portal. You may have also got this at your orientation or re-enrollment event as well. But so if you want to go to the next slide. So once you are logged in to the Evolve portal, you will click the Grades tab. The Grades tab will take you over to a section that looks like Step 3. And from there, you're going to click Graduation Progress on the top of the page. Okay. From here, you are going to see your credit requirements. You'll see each subject listed below that Ms. Rollins had talked about, those minimum requirements you need to meet. And then it's listed the required amount, and then what you have earned is under the yellow column. So on the closest side to the right, you can see what's still needed, what you have completed. And then if you see exceeded, it means that you've just met that, you succeeded those credits. You have more than what was required. So that's what that blue section means. So this is an easy way to see the breakdown of what you have left to complete for credits. All right, so then if we go back to the top of the page in the Evolve portal, you will see a tab called Grad Worksheet. So from here, you can see where you stand towards the competency requirement for English 2 and Algebra, as well as if you've met one of those alternative competency requirements, that's as well on the same page. So if you have earned a score of 684 or higher, it will show on the competency status as competent. Or if unfortunately you've not met that requirement yet, it will be listed as not competent. And then there's those two sections because you're attempting those tests twice. Go to the next slide. And then lastly, we have your graduation seals to demonstrate readiness. So on this page, you will, if you keep scrolling down on the grad worksheet, you will see this section. Here you've listed any seals you have let your school counselor know that you plan to earn. So if you see plan next to it, it means that you plan to earn that seal. Or if you see earned next to that graduation seal, that means you have met that requirements to earn that seal. Remember, you need 2 graduation seals, one of which must be state defined. So all of that is available for you and will change throughout the school year as you continue to complete courses, earn seals, so that is continuously changing throughout the school year. And if you have any questions regarding the Evolve portal or the graduation requirement, please reach out to your school counselor. Their contact information is listed on this slide. And I think that's all we have. Is there any questions that you have regarding what we covered today?